Hi dreamers, are you having more dreams than usual? If you are, then this video is for you. We're going to explore why all of a sudden we're getting so many more dreams than we usually do. Thanks for joining everybody. My name is Carolina. As you know, I focus on doing children's books that promote love, unity, and peace, and I also help my followers interpret their dreams. We do this because when we listen to our dreams, we're connecting to our subconscious, and when we share them, we connect with one another on a more profound level. So let's get started with the topic of today. Many of you are saying, look, I don't usually dream, but all of a sudden I'm getting all of these dreams and I don't know what they mean and I don't know what to do with this information. So first and foremost, remember, dreaming is something that is completely natural and we should be dreaming. So let's take a big step back before we get into all of the nitty-gritty of this. Remember, one of the things that we all have in common as humans is that we all need to sleep, and when we sleep, what happens? We hit that REM sleep, rapid eye movement. You close your eyes, you're finally relaxing, everything shuts down. Then your little eyes, while your eyes are closed, of course, they're moving back and forth, back and forth. This is rapid eye movement. So whenever this happens, this is when you start dreaming. So all of us go through this, but now this is the thing. Not all of us remember our dreams. So if you're starting to remember more dreams than usual, this could just be a loving sign that it is time to reconnect with yourself at a deeper level. So number one, it could be that you're already working on yourself. If you're working on yourself in waking state, let's say that you're trying to better yourself by eating better, by changing different habits, etc. When you start trying to develop and to grow as an individual in waking state, all of this growth, all of these wonderful things that you're moving, shifting, and all of that is going to reflect in dream state. Remember, whenever you do have dreams though, they may be a little more dramatic than you normally would see them in waking state. And the reason for this is because dreams are trying to get our attention. So if there's an image that keeps coming up in your dream and you're like, oh geez, that image keeps coming up, I don't know what it means, but it keeps coming up in dream state. Whenever you see any repetitive image or symbol in your dream, it's letting you know we are forgetting this piece. We are not paying attention to this. We don't know what it means. So it's literally trying to ping you again and again and again. One of the things you can do is reflect this to waking state. One of the things is notice how you're feeling when you see this image or symbol during the dream. This is going to help you understand what it's really pinpointing from waking state. Because remember, what you dream of is all of those things you have within, those desires, those fears, your wishes, all of those things that you have deep within that maybe you haven't shared with others, and maybe you haven't even realized them yourself, that you desire them fully. Those are the things you're going to see in dream state. This is why it's such a beautiful place, because it is a place to literally connect with yourself. You're looking in the mirror of your deepest self, of your deepest desires, of your deepest fears. But this is a very loving place because this is where the growth happens. So if you're having more dreams than usual, one of the reasons can be because it's reflecting all of the work that you're doing in waking state to help yourself grow and expand. So that's one piece of it. But now think about this too. If in waking state you're going through a lot of tough times and there are a lot of changes, all of these things that you're doing, well, it goes into mind, body, soul. You're literally experiencing it all in waking state. So when you go to sleep at night, if there are all these changes going on, it is very likely that they creep up in dream state. And again, they're going to show up in a dramatic way. You're going to be like, what is this image? Why did this seem so dramatic? Well, it's dramatic because again, it's trying to get your attention. So if you are having a lot of changes in waking state, and let's say that it's a difficult situation, dream state is trying to help you. If you see these images or get various feelings of some of the problems or issues, etc., that you're facing in waking state, this is simply a dream that's providing you a loving alert and it wants to give you guidance. Now, one of the things that I get asked most often is like, okay, I get that, but what does it mean? We have a whole bunch of videos on this because remember, everybody's dream language is different and unique. We may have similar things. For example, we may experience a similar dream symbol. We may even have a similar dream language to some extent, but we're all individuals, just like your fingerprints, right? This is an example I love using. Something we all have in common is that we all have fingerprints, but they're all different and they're all unique. Same thing with your dreams. Okay, we all dream, we all experience this wonderful dream world, but our dream language is unique to you. All right, so it's very important to remember that. So if you are having difficult times in waking state, they're going to reflect in dream state. And oftentimes when you can learn to understand what the dream is telling you, you can use your feelings to guide you, number one. You can use the images within the dream, number two. Number three, you connect it to waking state. What in waking state reminds you of that experience in your dream? Once you can make this connection, that is where the power begins, because once you understand the dream meaning, then you can decide as the dreamer and creator, what am I going to do with this information? Do I want to accept it as true? Do I want to take this loving alert and change something? Do I want to give energy to something different because I want to see a different outcome in my life. So the power is within you, but you've got to start understanding what your dreams are telling you. So now, the other piece to this, you're probably wondering, okay, that's all good and well, but why am I having more dreams than I usually would? All right, having a lot of dreams is actually very normal and very common. Like, this is something that we want. Let's take like a really big step back because, okay, whenever we were very little, okay, you were dreaming when you were very little. You probably had nightmares, beautiful dreams, all sorts of dream experiences, right? But if you didn't share that with your parents, or you didn't have regular conversations with them about them saying, hey, look, this is what this dream could mean to you. This is, how I can provide guidance for you, etc. If this conversation didn't happen, then what happens? We start letting go of that information. It's just like if you stop speaking a certain language. Let's say you know 2 languages, you stop speaking English a lot, and then you try to speak it again. It's going to be a little bit difficult for you to understand how to speak it or particular words, right? It's going to be a bit of a challenge, but it doesn't mean that you can't relearn it again. So this is essentially just because there's been a disconnect between you and your dream language. If you haven't been practicing remembering your dreams, and then number 2, understanding what they mean to you, and then number 3, using them to guide you in waking state. If you haven't been doing this your whole life, and all of a sudden you're like, you know what, I'm getting all of these dreams, how do I do it? This is just a loving alert saying it is time to reconnect with the self. It is time to practice this because dreams are coming up again and again, and you're having more and more of them because your self is saying, look, it's time to learn deeper. It's time to connect at a deeper level with ourselves and understand what we really want and desire. All right. So if you're having more dreams now than ever, it is great. Congratulations. This is exactly what we want, because really what should be happening for all of us is that we experience waking state. We do our thing here, but look, this part is magical. Okay, then before you go to bed, you set your intention of what you need, whether you need healing, whether you need guidance on a particular thing that's going on in waking state, whatever you need, you ask for that right before you go to sleep. Then what happens is you experience this dream, you experience this wonderful thing that brings you that guidance, that brings you that healing. All right, this is something that should be normal for all of us because we should be that connected mind, body, soul. So can you think about it? If this were to happen for you regularly, you have this experience in dream state, and then you wake up with your answers. You wake up with the answers to guide you and to guide your life. So you can continue your life in this way if you continue to listen to those dreams that are coming in, which is what you should do, especially if you're getting more. It's time to make that connection, and it's time to really understand your dream language, because if you're dreaming more than usual, it's literally saying it is time to make these changes. These are the things you're ignoring. But now let's take a even further step back. When you're having these dreams, pay attention to what exactly you're dreaming about. Who's in the dream with you? What are you feeling? What is the scenario? Okay, that's one thing. Then, does this dream repeat itself? Am I seeing this person frequently in my dreams? Excuse me. Am I seeing this particular image of the butterfly or of that wolf? Am I seeing these images in dream state frequently? If I am, then I have to understand what this symbol means for me. All right. This part is so important because a lot of you say, yes, I'm getting a lot of dreams, but you're not, excuse me, you're not categorizing. One of the things that is so helpful is when you journal down your dreams or you record them, however you want to keep them. But once you can have them somewhere and just look at them, what you can do is then you can take a step back for the week and say, wow, during this week, I had a lot of dreams of a lion. I had a lot of dreams of my loved ones, okay, of my grandfather who passed away, etc., right? But you'll be able to look at the big picture, and then you get your guidance from that as well. It's not just every single night, but think about it. You get information every single night, just like we do a little bit of things every single day. Maybe you're trying to learn a new language. Maybe you're trying, to advance in a particular goal. You do a little bit every day until your goal is complete. Same thing with dream state. You get a little bit of information every single night. You compile that, and then you get information for yourself to really use as deeper guidance. So it's just time to reconnect. So now, if you have particular questions, if you're getting a particular dream numerous times and you don't know what it means, let's connect. I'm happy to help guide you with this. Remember, I literally only guide you. You already know what your dream means. Whenever I say that, people think like, oh, sure, Carolina, I really don't know. That's why I'm coming to you. But this is the thing. your feelings guide you within the dream. You feel and you really know what your dream means. Oftentimes what happens is you wake up from the dream and you're like, oh my gosh, I really feel it meant this. But then the mind comes in and it starts to question and it starts to almost judge. It's like, really? You think it means that? No, it can't mean that. And then we listen to the mind. We listen to the mind instead of listening to that deeper self that knows, that truly knows. So trust yourself, trust your intuition, because you know what your dream means. But I am here to simply guide you, to help you reconnect with that deeper self of you. So I hope this video was helpful for you. Let me know if you've got specific dreams that you want to explore together. And of course, if you want to do a one-on-one, I am always open to that. You can go to my website down below and start your consultation. So I send you a huge hug. I send you love, unity, and peace, and I will see you soon. Bye, everybody.